Question. What else does the prophecy say the little horn would do?
Answer. And he shall think to change the times and the law. Dan 7:25, third clause, R.V.NOTES, the little horn, further, shall think to change times. The description applies, in all its force, to the systematic perversion of God's words by which all promises of millennial glory are wrested from their true sense, and referred to the dominion and grandeur of the Church of Rome. The orator of the Pope, for instance, in the Lateran Council, declares that in the submission of all nations to Leo the prophecy was fulfilled. All kings shall fall down and worship him. All nations shall serve and obey him. The same antichristian feature appears in those advocates of the Papacy, who would clear it from the guilt of actual idolatry, because it is part of that church from which the idols are utterly abolished. Thus are the times changed, but only in the vain thoughts of dreamers, who see false visions and divine lying divinations, because the visible glory of Christ's kingdom remains still to be revealed. The first two visions of Daniel, Rev. Dr. Birks, M. London, 1845, pages 257, 258. Although the Ten Commandments, the law of God, are found in the Roman Catholic versions of the Scriptures, as they were originally given, yet the faithful are instructed from the catechisms of the Church, and not directly from the Bible. As it appears in these, the law of God has been changed, and virtually re-enacted by the Papacy. Furthermore, communicants not only receive the law from the Church, but they deal with the Church concerning any alleged infractions of that law, and when they have satisfied the ecclesiastical authorities, the whole matter is settled. The second commandment, which forbids the making of, and bowing down to, images, is omitted in Catholic catechisms, and the 10th, which forbids coveting, is divided into two. As evidence of the change which has been made in the law of God by the papal power, and that it acknowledges the change, and claims the authority to make it, note the following from Roman Catholicpublications. Question. Have you any other way of proving that the Church has power to institute festivals of precept? Answer. Had she not such power, she could not have done that, in which all modern religionists agree with her. She could not have substituted the observance of Sunday, the first day of the week, for the observance of Saturday, the seventh day, a change for which there is no scriptural authority. A Doctrinal Catechism, Rev Stephen Keenan, page 174. Imprimatur, John Cardinal McCloskey, Archbishop of New York. Ques. How prove you that the Church hath power to command feasts and holy days? Ans By the very act of changing the Sabbath into Sunday, which Protestants allow of, and therefore they fondly contradict themselves, by keeping Sunday strictly, and breaking most other feasts commanded by the same Church. Ques. How prove you that? Ans. because by keeping Sunday they acknowledge the Church's power to ordain feasts, and to command them under sin. And by not keeping the rest by her commanded, they again deny, in fact, the same power. An abridgment of the Christian Doctrine, composed in 1649, by Rev Henry Tuberville D.D, of the English College of Douay, New York, John Doyle, 1883, page 58. Is not every Christian obliged to sanctify Sunday, to abstain on that day from unnecessary servile work? Is not the observance of this law among the most prominent of our sacred duties? But you may read the Bible from Genesis to Revelation, and you will not find a single line authorizing the sanctification of Sunday. The Scriptures enforce the religious observance of Saturday, a day which we never sanctify. The Faith of Our Fathers, by James Cardinal Gibbons, Baltimore, John Murphy and Co., 1893, page Roman 3. All Roman Catholic writers agree in this teaching. See page 133.